Right Honorable, here before us investors. They have traveled from many parts of the world. This is the second time many of them are coming, and some of them this is their first time because they had before this many people did not know Uganda as being a country with innovations where they can bring their venture capital. This is so we have this year run the second edition of the Investors Summit. We ran the other one in 2023, and so yesterday we had the Investors Summit, and then we continued. They were at Serena this morning. They came here just to interact with you, and then they will go back there listening to many of those different innovations, so that government does not have to raise all the money, that we can partner with them and invest and also support to accelerate those ones to go to become companies in the market. And so I was informed that they were going to summarize in 2 minutes their observations that they would like you to take notes, and then we will go to the program. Before us is the Right Honorable Tayebwa, the Deputy Speaker of the Parliament of Uganda. He is representing His Excellency, the President. So he's here in the capacity of His Excellency, the President.
We want to say congratulations for all the hard work that Uganda has been doing. And on behalf of the investors, I want to say that the investors are ready to write checks. Now, they came and visited 2 years ago to check it out. They came back last year just for mobility, the Mobility Expo. Some of them came. They came to check it out again. This time, the Honorable Minister said it's time to invest, and they have said yes. But there are some stumbling blocks for some of the transactions. So there's about 60 deals that is ready announced or ready to be announced soon. We don't have enough time for me to go over each one. But I'll just give a summary of some of the transactions. Number one, we have India, somewhere here. She's from South Africa. Okay, right there, she just raised her hand. She has offtake for buses, for Kira buses from South Africa. Round of applause. We also have here Sahara Impact Mobility. They have, I don't know if they're here, Sahara Impact. Okay, right over there. Let's give him a round of applause. We have the Africa Rainmaker. There's a platform deal, right, that allows basically startups in Uganda to get access to capital. That is also big. Let's give them a round of applause. We have Kumi here. He has the deal behind for the coffee offtake. Give him a round of applause. We also have Michael. Is Michael here, right? Yes, that's Michael. Power sector deal, right? So I think you may have seen 2 companies there around the sensors. So there's a potential deal from Nigeria. Oh, Michael. We also have here. Let me see. Right, from Silicon Valley. We have the team from Silicon Valley here somewhere. I don't see them. Okay, over there. Over there, Bill. Round of applause. And they plan to bring Silicon Valley engineers and technology into Makerere to deploy this enterprise neural network here. So again, fantastic deal. Just in the interest of time, I'm going to pause there, but essentially there is deals There's checks waiting to be written. We built a platform. So of the deals, you can see the value of the deals. The companies here in Uganda will be the beneficiary, and you can see a list of challenges or issues that government can help with. So on behalf of investors, we want to say another congratulations and thank you for hosting us over the last 2 days. Thank you.
Listen to the challenges, I didn't hear any. I only heard there are challenges. But you know, as a government, it's our strategy and intention to create a knowledge-based economy. And that's why we had coach Professor Museveni here from Makerere University come and lead the knowledge-based economy. And of course, I'm sure she must have already told you that we are planning to grow our economy from the current around 63 billion US dollars to 500 billion US dollars by 2040. And we put in place strategies, but one which is relevant to this is in science, technology, and innovation. So we are going to be investing heavily as a government toward that. But of course, you can only do that if you have peace and security in the country. We've already guaranteed that. In fact, in Uganda, we have extra peace and security to the extent that we are now exporting it to our neighbors. So we are exporting peace and security to DRC, to South Sudan, to Somalia, because we have export. So we focused on that, and we believe when coming to that line, we've done well. We've also intentionally, as an endeavor, decided to invest so much in ensuring that we have cheap energy for production and for investment. So now they will be able to be getting energy at around 5 US cents per kilowatt hour, and not only available energy but also reliable. So reliability, we are investing much more in the national grid, but also we want to go beyond Kampala. We are building industrial parks across the country. We have built more cities, and but what is also more interesting about Uganda is that we have the best performing currency on the continent, if I may say. We have been a very stable currency. I think we just had a little bit of a shock in around 2015. Now it's 10 years. All this volatility that we've been seeing all over the world, the best way and the safest way was for you to have a Ugandan currency. Now, for me as an investor, and the person you're talking to, I'm a manufacturer, I'm an investor, I have invested in other countries, so I'm not only talking from the point of policy, but from the point of investing millions of dollars and employing over 500 people. So we have a very ready human resource, but most important is that as a government, we've made it deliberate that if you make your money and you want to take it out, exit without any help from government. Exit without any help from government. And starting this July also, we've given a 3-year automatic tax holiday to startups. So if you have any startup that you want to invest in, you won't have pressures of taxes right away and all these challenges. And we are also ready to listen to you. What other challenges do you have? We have, I think it was last year, when I met groups of angel investors, and they were crying out because of the double taxation system that we have sorted it out. Okay? We have sorted it out. So we should be able to look at the investment terrain of the country and know that indeed we are doing very well. But also, we are deliberately protecting companies that are adding value. We are going to deliberately protect those companies. particularly our issues to do with funding and money laundering and financial affairs. Last week, the European Union removed us from the grey list. Funding cleared us, we put in place all the infrastructure. So you as investors, your money is extremely secure. We have very talented people here, but above all, in Uganda, when it comes to this commercial business, I can tell you the law will apply to anyone who will try to screw you up. If anyone tries to get you through any corner, the government will put in place any mechanism. The president under his office has put a presidential investors protection unit so that if you get challenges with the courts around, you run to that unit, the president himself will pick interest in ensuring that you as an investor are protected. So we can go on and on and on and on, but all I can assure you of is that as a government, we are trying to ensure that the investments are secure, we are creating an atmosphere that will protect and ensure that your business grows. But above all, if you produce here, if you manufacture from here, then the government will be your number one client. Thank you.
Since then, we have progressed in the area of industrialization, which is the foundation for developing our ability to add value to our products. Much as we have now increased our industrial capacity as opposed to how it was in 1986 when we took power, we realized that one of the vital and most crucial areas of concern is market. For that reason, we are relentlessly advocating for East African and African integration so that we can strengthen ourselves not only politically but also socially and economically. Once we have a common voice of negotiation for goods and services, we can never be undermined as a country. This is because then we shall have a common voice and avoid suppressors from being separate our ability to sell goods or advocate for common services and financial resources. The common market for East Africa is also one of the successes we are proud of that will advantage our ability to sell products beyond boundaries. One of the key achievements of the East African common market has been the elimination of barriers to intra-regional trade, particularly the reduction of tariffs and non-tariff barriers. This has resulted in an impressive increase in trade among African states, with inter-regional trade growing from 10% of the total EAC trade in the 2000s over 20% in the recent years. The introduction of a common external tariff has further streamlined trade by ensuring uniform customs duties across East African community partner states. In the productive sectors, the common market has fostered the establishment of regional value chains, particularly in agriculture and manufacturing. For example, the integration of the agriculture sector has enhanced food security, improved agricultural productivity, and facilitated the movement of agricultural products across borders. With all this in place, we are optimistic that innovations, once fully funded, will enhance Uganda's ability to thrive and make non-imaginable economic gains. Innovation is crucial for the development of nations as it drives economic growth, enhances living standards, and fosters competitiveness in the global market. It leads to increase the productivity, job creation, and the development of new markets and industries. Furthermore, innovation is essential for addressing social challenges and improving overall societal well-being. Uganda has performed well regarding innovations, and we are moving in the right direction. I congratulate all Uganda. I call upon all stakeholders in industrial growth to join the wagon of investing in Uganda in order to produce quality goods and eventually strengthen our tax base. I encourage you to build Uganda and buy Ugandan products. Boom. The spirit of patriotism and Pan-Africanism must be deeply rooted in all Ugandans in order for us to cause a complete socio-economic turnaround. Finally, let us all work hard to fight corruption without favor or compromise. Corruption because economies and tarnishes the image of the nation. We all have a part to play by working hard to banish poverty out of our household, by embracing government economic programs like Operation Wealth Creation, the Myoga, Parish Movement Model, and the Women Enterprise programs like GROW. The NRM is committed to ensuring peace and security of all Ugandans so that the economy can thrive in a secure environment. I thank all the people who have spared the time attend this event, and I declare the National Science Week officially closed. I thank you all. His Excellency Museveni, President of the Republic of Uganda. That's where my assignment for today ends. I thank you.